All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Yes. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about people who cannot take accountability for their actions in their own foolishness. So this video right here, it actually may hurt a couple feelings. Put yourself into perspective so you can look at yourself in the mirror and see if you actually do this. Now, one of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs chapter 19 verses 3 because it's so simplistic, but it's so realistic at the same time. It says, people ruin their lives by their own foolishness, and then they are angry at the Lord. So if you just look at that, you'll look at people and you'll be like, wait a minute, it's your fault that you made the decisions that you decided to do. And then whenever things derail and your whole life just falls apart, you're gonna blame things and point the finger at everybody else except for yourself. And then a lot of people be like, well, God is supposed, if God is so loving, why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he do that? Wait a minute. It's your fault. Nobody told you to do all these foolish things that will derail your life and put it into turmoil. You're the one that decided to do that. It's not anyone else's fault but yours. I hate it when people just completely point the finger at everybody else and cannot take accountability for their own actions. But whenever it's fun time for them, whenever they're out drinking, whenever they're out smoking, whenever they're out doing things out with their friends that they know they're not supposed to do, committing all sort of unrighteousness, not thinking about any care in the world, not thinking about today, not thinking about tomorrow, not thinking about the future, not thinking about anything that can transpire from their actions, and they just be like, YOLO, I'm just living in the moment. Okay, here we go. And y'all people are funny, man. I swear y'all are the funniest. Look, go back to my Dangers of Social Media video, and a lot of y'all just like to blast and put out and showcase everything on social media. You'll say, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like I said, I love it whenever y'all just say whatever y'all do on social media and whatever happens. Not that I want anything bad to happen to you, but it validates everything that I say. I will never ever run out of content or things to talk about, nor will I ever run out of things to rap about, because everything that y'all say, I'm going to take it, I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to put it in my way so I can pretty much teach a lesson out of you. Not saying that I'm the master or anything, but hold on, let me get myself in there. I'm not the master or anything, but I'm going to speak from a perspective, be like, okay, that's what I don't want to do, that's what you need to not do, and you want to flip it. So yeah, I don't think it's in my best interest in order to do what you are doing, you know. And there was a point in time in my life, because I fell short of this too, and I fell victim of this. I used to not take accountability. I used to just point the finger at everybody else. I didn't necessarily point the finger at God. I mean, there was probably sometimes I did, but I was always pointing the finger at other people and not taking accountability for my own actions. I was always the victim. I was always the one that was right. And then I had to actually check myself, be like, wait a minute. If I didn't do this, if I didn't do that, then maybe the outcome and the result, this wouldn't have happened to me. And what transpired in my life, it could actually turn out a different way if I would have just did this instead. That right there promotes growth within your character and within yourself. But I still know some people who are my age, it's always someone else's problem. Oh, if you didn't do this, you didn't do that, just crying all the time. But they always seem to bring out the pointing the fingers and not taking accountability whenever things are just completely fine in their lives. Whenever there's no turmoil or whatever, they're out partying. Just like I've said before, I don't mean to reiterate it and beat a dead horse, but whenever things are going good, it's never their fault. It seems as though people love to pull out the trump card whenever things start to unravel, and then they start to fall into dismay. People always seem to play victim whenever things don't go their way or whenever they get in trouble. Nah, go ahead, take this L. Take the L. Take the L and be a grown adult about it and just say, dang, man, I lost. I'm not going to do this next time. But what people decide to do? Guess what people decide to do? They decide to make the same mistakes over and over again. There's a saying, and it says, definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You do the same foolish things over and over and over again and again and again and again and again and again and so on and so forth, but you expect something good to come out of it. One thing about history, we study history so we won't repeat the same mistakes. But guess what we decide to do? We decide to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. And this is why I say human beings, we're just really not that smart, to be honest with you. Some people can, turn against and go against the grain, and they can be the odd fish out and like make their way, be like, wait a minute. If I don't do this, even though it'll be good to my flesh, if I don't do this foolishness, even though people are, they're trying to persuade me and peer pressure me in order to do something that I know is not right, I don't think I'm going to fall into the same dismay that these other people are going to. I think I'm not going to do what these people do, right? Or I'll be like, dang, I made the mistake. I'm going to take accountability for my actions. And later on in the future, whenever this situation erects again, I'm not going to fall into the same trap because I know the outcome of it. That sounds like a great idea. But no, people don't decide to do that. And it kills me because people point the finger at God and say, it's your fault. It's your fault why this is happening. Why aren't you helping me? Wait a minute here. Nani? Huh? What? No. It's your fault, bruh. It's your fault why your own foolishness led you into this. And this is why you have to stay away from certain people, because they'll go into their own suffering and their misery, and they try to drag you along with it because misery loves company. No. Go ahead, take that L. It's your fault why this is happening. Learn from your lesson. God is possibly actually teaching you a lesson because of your own foolishness and that you need to learn. But the fact that you want to point the finger and blame game and not take the L, no, you're going to keep learning this lesson. You're going to learn it the hard way. You can either learn it the easy way or you can learn it the hard way. You can either learn it the easy way multiple times and then learn it the hard way, or you can just go straight to the hard way. The choice is yours. Either way, you are going to learn. So stop pointing the finger at everybody else whenever you go into your own foolishness and into your own ruin, and whenever things start to unravel and go bad for you. Stop blaming everybody else. Blame yourself. Go ahead, look yourself in the mirror and be like, dang, I did this. This is my fault. This isn't anyone else's except for my fault. And people are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on and so forth. Grown adults, and they still point the finger at everybody else instead of taking accountability for their own actions. It's your fault while you are going through your own foolishness, and then whenever you catch the L, this is why this is happening. How about you wisen up? Stop not taking accountability. Stop being a child. Be an adult. Be mature about the situation. There's no other way that I can even put it. I'm saying it over and over and over again because it's self-explanatory. Yeah, and you actually need to learn your lessons. You can either learn it from other people or you can learn it from yourself. Me personally, I'd rather learn it from that other person. My dad told me this. He said, a smart person learns from their own mistakes. Now, a wise person, they learn from others' mistakes. You don't want that turmoil to come into your life. I'm not saying that you can avoid everything that goes into your life, because you can't. This is life. Whenever you roll the dice, you don't know what number you're going to get. You don't know. But I guarantee you this, if you avoid foolishness, I guarantee you can avoid a whole lot of turmoil that goes into your life. But if you want to be a fool, okay, go ahead, catch full games. It is what it is. So that's why whenever people tell me stuff about their life and like what goes on into their life, I just listen to them. I just listen. And then whenever I hear the end result of what happened to them, I look at myself, I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait, say that again? That's your fault. I'm gonna call you out, bruh. I'm gonna call you out for your own foolishness. Me and my friends, we call each other out for whatever we do wrong. I'll say, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. That was a very idiotic mistake. And people have told me, my friends have, yeah, Dante, you probably shouldn't have done that. And then we talk about it, be like, yeah, you know what? You're right, man. That's growth and that's maturity and that's taking accountability for your own foolishness and your actions.